With multiple stories lately of various Ring and Nest accounts being hacked, I wanted to share some statistics with you about why your password isn't as good as you think it is and the best way to fix it, so stay tuned. Hey smart home enthusiast, my name is Kyle Wright and I'm your smart home butler, here to help you get from I don't know where to start home to smart home, where we believe genuinely that there are no stupid questions. So let's talk a little bit about what is wrong with your password. Unfortunately, in this day and age, we're seeing more and more companies that are being hacked and having passwords stolen. And unfortunately, statistics show that 2/3 out of all people use the same password for multiple accounts. And to make it all worse, 90% of all of those passwords with the right computer can be hacked in less than 6 hours. Unfortunately, people are very predictable, especially when it comes to their passwords, making it really easy for a computer to guess. And in order to prove this to you, I'm going to show you a study that was done a few years ago where they anonymously asked people to submit the PIN number to their ATM debit or credit card. And they took 3.4 million PIN numbers and created this heat map that I'm showing to you. The crazy thing is, just by looking at this heat map, the bottom axis from left to right is the PIN number 00 to 99, the first two digits of a PIN number. Up and down represents the third and fourth digit, 00 being at the bottom and 99 being at the top. We immediately look at this data and you can very easily see the lighter colors are the PIN numbers that were used more frequently. If you look in the bottom left quadrant, you'll notice that there's this almost castle looking figure. This is everybody that uses a month and a day for their password. And then you'll look and see that there's this diagonal line that goes all the way up the graph. That's everybody that uses repeating numbers like 2121 or 4545 all the way up. And then you'll notice there's one line that's all the way down yellow, kind of about, a fourth of the way into the data set. That is everybody that uses a year, 19 whatever, as their PIN number. So that's the 19th column on this chart. You can even look at the 20th column at the bottom and see everybody that uses years in the year 2000. That's all shown statistically here. And then all of these other randomly placed dots are different sequences of numbers, like 5, 6, 7, 8, or other combinations like that. And it's no surprise, the most used PIN number in this data set is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just looking at this data set, we can easily see how humans are predictable when it comes to passwords. And that's why two-factor authentication is so crucial, sometimes known as multi-factor authentication. So really, there's three different types of authentication. There is something that you know, usually a password or some sort of security question that you set up when you configure your account. The second type of authentication is something that you have, whether that be a phone number, an email address, somewhere where a code can be sent to you that you can use to authenticate with. And third, we have something that you are. This is usually a fingerprint or Face ID that we see on a lot of devices now. It's something that you are, something that you can't really change that can be used to authenticate you. And with these three types of authentication, it's really important that you enable two-factor authentication on any devices that you have in your smart home, because any one of these three types of authentication can easily be hacked on its own, but together, using more than one authentication process, it makes it highly less likely that your account will be hacked into. For instance, somebody could figure out something that you know by using social engineering to figure out the answers to your security questions or to figure out a password. Something you have can be hacked because a phone can be stolen, or somebody could get your password to your email address. And honestly, I really hope this doesn't happen, but even something you are can be hacked. You can be gagged and dragged off somewhere, and somebody wants to use your face to authenticate. I really hope that doesn't happen to you, but it is a possibility. So always enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Now that you know why two-factor authentication is so important, I hope you will check out some more videos where I show you how to set up two-factor authentication. And also answer our question, what is your #1 smart home challenge? Let us know in the comments below, and we hope to see you in a future video. Have a wonderful day.